Yeah, I can. Here, Thom Hartmann here with you, helping you win the water cooler wars. With Dr. Ravi Batra sharing his wit and wisdom with us, the New York Times and internationally best-selling author, our economics guru, professor of economics at SMU, author of Greenspan's Fraud, and his newest book, The New Golden Age, The Coming Revolution Against Political Corruption and Economic Chaos. His website, Ravi Batra, RAVIBATRA.com. Strongly recommend you check it out. And Ravi, back to questions, back to calls?
Yeah.
Okay. Connie in Berryville, Arkansas. You're on with Dr. Ravi Batra.
Hi. I have read Confessions of an Economic Hitman and
By John
about
Perkins.
how... Pardon me?
By John Perkins.
Yes. And I was very ignorant about how this country became so powerful in buying up other countries' debt. And I'm wondering how, because China has bought up our debt, could they call it in at any time and just destroy our country?
No, they can't. They can't do that because it's
Thanks,
like we have a lot of dollars. What can we do with our dollars to the U.S. government? Nothing. The Chinese have a lot of dollars and lot of government bonds. They can start selling those bonds, but the Fed can buy them with its own currency. So they really can't destroy. They really can't do anything to our economy.
So the big problem is not China basically dropping a neutron bomb on us by dumping $1 trillion worth of paper, but rather that they, because of the economic crisis, they may not be able to participate in the Treasury auctions the way that they have in the past, which will drive up interest rates.
And if they dump their bonds on the market, first of all, they'll be shooting themselves in the foot. And secondly, the Fed can buy those bonds from them and give them more dollars. What will they do with them?
Right, right. Bill and they could buy more bonds. Bill and actually they could buy. I suppose they could buy oil with them, which is what they've been doing. But there's a limit to that too. Bill in Kelso, Washington. You're on with Dr. Ravi Batra.
Thank you, Thom. What an outstanding program, and you got a great screener.
Thank you.
Would like to ask what the average person would be able to do to protect themselves, and will the CEOs? It seemed like that. Dr. Batra said the CEOs will not be able to control the financial system as they've been. Please.
Yes, that's right. That's the new golden age. That's where.
Thank you, Bill.
That's why I'm so optimistic. The rule of money, according to my historical cycles, the historical cycles that I've studied, and these cycles helped me in the past to forecast the demise of Soviet communism, the rise of a priesthood in Iran, and so on. Using those same cycles, I can now foresee that the rule of money will be gone in the United States, and then we will have a great economy, a great society at that time.
And starting in the next couple of years.
All that will happen in the next 6-7 years.
Yeah, okay, great. Reggie in Daly City, California. You're on the air listening on Green 60. You're on the air with Dr. Ravi Batra.
Yeah, hi, Thom. Hi, Dr. Batra. I just have a fundamental question. I was shopping in the local mall, and I just had the idea. I said, well, what would happen if I found something to buy that was made in America, and if everybody did that, and then I thought, well, I don't even know if that's a plausible statement because I wore the soles out on my feet trying to find something made in America. So is that even believable? Can we, if everybody just said tomorrow, well, hey, let's just buy made in America, would that help the economy?
Well, see,
thank you, Reggie.
In theory, yes. In theory, it will help the economy greatly, but there is a vicious circle. The vicious circle is this. Because of our huge trade deficit, we are not making much in America. And because of our huge trade deficit, our wages are very low. So people have to look for cheap goods from other countries. Now, if suppose this trade deficit was eliminated or cut sharply, our wages will rise. They will rise faster than our own prices because we will be building things in the United States. There will be more production here. So our wages will rise faster than prices. So even if things will not be as cheap as before, the living standard will rise sharply. The purchasing power of our wages will go up, and that's what matters in the end.
I wonder what your thoughts are on Alexander Hamilton's 1791 report on manufacturers, on his prescription for how to build an industrial economy, which we basically followed for 200 years up until around the 1980s.
That's right. We followed that, and look what happened. The United States became the world's largest manufacturer and the most affluent economy. But once we forgot that, once we changed that around and we listened to all these supply-siders, they call it supply-side economics. It's actually a supply-side conspiracy. It was simply a conspiracy to maximize CEO incomes and minimize wages. Now people are beginning to learn once they have seen what it is doing right now, and supply-side economics will be discarded. It won't even be called economics anymore. It's such a trashy idea.
Yeah. David in Columbus, Ohio. We have just a minute before the show wraps up, David, or the hour does.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to ask, you frequently mention that Israel is a vital partner of ours in their strategic interest.
Yeah.
And I just wonder what, from your perspective, that strategic interest is.
Okay, David, we're talking about economics right now. I'm sorry. Mike in Seattle. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Tom, thanks for the show. I had a quick question regarding the whole debate about the dollar crashing. There have been so many people calling for the crash of the dollar, but because of what you and Mr. Batra said this morning, I'm wondering if other countries' currencies aren't going to come down or devalue along with the dollar because of what they're doing, such as
Ravi, your thoughts on that? I'm sorry, Mike, we just have like 10 seconds. Your thoughts, Ravi?
They all cannot devalue. Each currency's value is relative to the currency of the other, so they all cannot devalue. If the dollar can either go up or down relative to other currencies, so they all cannot devalue. Most likely what will happen, the dollar will fall relative to other currencies, even if all economies are weak.
Okay. Makes perfect sense. Dr. Ravi Batra, ravibatra.com, the website. Check out his books, Greenspan's Fraud and the New Golden Age, his two most recent, although he's written a whole bunch of them. They're all out there, many of them still in print and available. Ravi, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Great talking with you. Coming up next, Anything Goes Friday. Any topic you want, give us a shout.
You're listening to Thom Hartmann.